Hey, welcome to Draft Picks. I want to say Final Draft, but we are at Final Draft though.
It happens every time.
Yeah. If you notice, me and Shelby changed our facial hairs.
That's right. I'm rocking the glorious mustache that's left over from my Halloween costume. Any of you who's ever seen Happy Gilmore, I made somebody check out the name tag because they were in my world. So it was a good time. You should have been here if you weren't.
I was
always next year.
There is always next. Well, you can always dress up whenever you want.
Yeah. And I figure I'm just going to leave it because things are awesome.
And you can just become a biker, right?
Pretty much. It's funny, a bike just drove by outside.
Or you can.
Yeah. I'm more like a fireman.
Hey, you just gonna make chili all day and like pet Dalmatians?
Pretty much.
Save cats out of trees.
Yeah. Play Xbox and sleep. And then complain when I only get 6 hours of sleep.
Okay. Well, we're here today with some new beers at Final Draft.
Yeah, these are Abomination Brewing. They are out of, I already forgot. I had it all prepped and ready to go, but I forgot.
Boston?
There it is. Connecticut.
What? Wait. Oh, so they aren't their own.
No, so they do the same thing that Evil Twin and those guys do. They kind of brew in a lot of different places, and then they're bottled distributed by a separate company that's out of Connecticut area.
Yeah.
So it's an East Coast beer. These are all in the fridge over here at Final Draft. Three different variations of the IPA style we're going to do today.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is the Urali. It is a dry hop with Galaxy Citron Mosaic. Like all New England styles, we'll let it turn for a second.
Batch number 1 is set on the bottom here.
Mix it up. See if I spray myself like a Formula 1 champion.
When you win or when you lose?
Well, it depends.
What? Formula 1 does that too?
They
I
do.
thought it was just.
No, you gotta win though. Otherwise you're not cool.
No one ever does that for drag, do they?
Yeah, so this is what they call their Yeti-esque series. It's the batch number 1 of that series.
It's pretty hazy, pretty murky, hazy, cloudy, whatever you want to call it.
It's crushable, is the
Ooh,
word.
Man.
Yeah. So it comes in at 6.3%. It is, I don't know if you call it a New England style. It just looks like it's an unfiltered.
I think it's just unfiltered.
Yeah, 100% dry hop, so it should be pretty nice in the aromatics and not terribly bitter, but we'll see what happens.
You could kind of smell that dank pineness to it.
So I get the Mosaic out of it more than anything.
Well, Mosaic is like one of those hops that is supposed to have some fruity tropical notes to it. It's supposed to have a little dankness to it.
I definitely get, in the taste, I get the dryness of the Galaxy, which is, at least for me, that's one of the things Galaxy and Amarillo are the two that I notice are what the really, really dry flavors. It's really light mouthfeel, like almost effervescent like a champagne would be. I wouldn't call it brut.
No, it's very highly carbonated.
Yeah, the Galaxy really finishes dry.
Mm-hmm. It has like a nice little bitterness at the end. It's good. I like it.
See, it's funny because it actually gets, and I don't know how to describe it, but Amarillo hops to me always have what I call kind of a soapy taste at the end.
Really?
This doesn't have an Amarillo, but I still get that same effect out of it. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just there's almost kind of like a
delicious soap taste? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think it's the bubbles. I think it's the coating of the tongue and the bubbles is what makes it feel that way.
So it's more the texture than the taste.
Yeah,
okay.
Not really soap, but I think that's the best way to describe it. I'm not that good yet, so I don't know how else to describe it.
You're doing just fine, Shelby. Take it easy, okay?
We need Pat here to give us an oof and tell us what it is.
Yeah, I guess he would give us an oof and then like make us look like little assholes or something.
Probably. We just got to get Pat on a draft pick anyways.
Yeah.
And we try to bring Will back out of retirement too, because we have no idea what happened to that guy. So the next one is also from Abomination. It's their 100% Mosaic, Wandering in the Fog. It's a double. It's coming in at 8.6% again. So I've actually had this one. It is outstanding, but it's also the cloudy New England style, so we'll let it sit upside down for a minute and kind of churn itself. Because in keg world, they're actually supposed to set them that way. They're supposed to set them upside down, so when you turn them to put them on, they're all mixed up. Nobody ever does that.
Except for you, right?
Nope. Yep.
Obviously, 100% time. You actually do it twice?
I do.
Or you just put it on a side and just roll it over the place. I heard that's good too.
It is. So this one's actually a little bit lighter in the color, in the cloudiness that you would expect of a New England style. It must have went light on the oats.
As you can tell, yeah, it is a little bit different in color. It's still cloudy. It's still effervescent.
It's got a clean look to it, though. It's interesting to see what it tastes like.
It smells kind of similar.
Oh yeah, no, that's classic 100% mosaic right there. There's no denying that flavor. It's got a nice piney bitterness.
Yeah.
But definitely, I would say, almost like a pineapple flavor to it.
A tropical
Yeah.
fruit.
One of the things we're trying to, at least we're trying to get better at on draft picks here is
Our vocabulary?
specifying what tropical. So that's what I say. I say pineapple. That's what I get.
I think talking about like regions of tropicals, like
Oh no, you know, it's like,
Fiji's, tropical
no,
Fiji,
but when
obviously.
somebody's like, oh, it tastes like stone fruit. Like, well, which one? Like cherry, peach, nectarine, like. So that kind of stuff. But I say I get pineapple out of it, but that's a mosaic. But it's definitely got a nice piney finish. It's definitely got a stark bitterness to it that comes in right at the end.
Yeah, like I said, like mosaic kind of has that little cross between the dank piney and tropical fruit notes.
That is hands down my favorite hop, flavor-wise. Even though I named my business Simcoe Holdings because it just sounded better than Mosaic Holdings, but hey.
Yeah, mosaic sounds.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mosaic is kind of like
Simcoe is what I would say is my classic favorites on the aroma side. And that's what gives like Revision. That's their signature hop. That's the one they use. That's why all their beers have very similar nose profile when you smell them. But we'll do Revision in another video.
Yeah, we haven't really done revision that much.
We have not. We can't keep the cans here long enough to do any of these. We sell out in like
We're holding out for a
45 minutes.
sponsorship, obviously.
It is. Jeremy, if you're listening.
Mr. Warren, you mean?
Yeah, excuse me, Mr. Warren. Yeah. We're
So
not
the next
Jeremy.
one is this crazy looking can.
It doesn't look infected.
Does it look infected? And maybe.
Which scares me because there's a brewery well known here in Reno, we won't name names, that actually made an IPA that got infected and they just sold it as a sour.
I don't know how to infect
The fact they actually called it's a sour one, but they called it as infected kind of scares me, but hey, we'll see what happens. Yeah, this one should have mango flavor in it. I'm just going to cheat and look at the label.
7.2% alcohol, sour Indian pale ale with mango and azaka.
I don't know what that one is.
Azaka, it's a hop that was popular like 10 years ago that's coming back.
Yeah, like 10 years ago I drank Coors Light.
Not regular Coors.
No, I haven't banqueted in a while.
See it every so often. I think I've had more banquet than I had.
Only during
lately.
rodeo season.
I got the old school one at home.
I get like no tartness on the nose,
I
but
get a little tartness. Maybe I'm just searching for it with my nose. It's similar in color as the other one, similarly cloudy, probably dry hop.
that is very mild and sour. Heavier bodied than it looks though.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely, it coats the mouth. Like it's heavier than it looks on the mouthfeel for that one. For me, anyways.
It kind of reminds me of like a Berliner, not a sour Berliner,
but like a heavy Berliner.
Yeah, well, the carbonation is not as high as what it would be.
Yeah, it's I would say slightly tart. I wouldn't call that a sour.
I call it like a tart, dry hop Berliner.
Yeah, which I actually looking back, I mean, I think that's why they came up with the name. Is it just tastes like a slightly infected like IPA, like just slightly tart. Like it's not. Like, I don't know if that's what they were going for or that's what happened, but it's.
I wonder how this would it taste like super fresh out of the fermented because it gets more mango.
It's,
You get a little bit of mango, but you get more of like a Berliner tart, Weiss, dry hopped, not like a Wicked Shifty from Shoe Tree.
well, see, that's what I was gonna hope for because that was the only real comparison I had is Shoe Tree down in Carson City. They make the Wicked Shifty, which is their kettle soured IPA. It's got a nice tartness to it. That's really the only other comparison I have as far as sour IPAs go. Because at least out in this part of the world, that's not a very common thing that's done.
It's not the cheapest thing to do. It's not the funnest thing to do. Also with all your equipment.
Yeah. Well, when you're breaking the cardinal rule, you're actually adding bacteria into something that you're trying to keep bacteria out of. So.
Sometimes you want to get funky.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would choose that one. Me personally, as a go-to. I'm not saying I would turn it down. Like maybe it's also because it's November, not July. That would have been a great beer in July.
Yeah, maybe it's a good one if you like IPAs and you want to try to get into sours lightly.
Yeah, it'd be a great introduction to a sour.
Because it does have some of the bitterness that you get from it. It has a hop note to it. It's not very strong because it's competing with the sour and the mango.
I get a lot of mango out of it. To me, I would say it's almost more like a passion fruit because you get that slight little tartness that a passion fruit would have.
I love passion fruit.
Yeah, that's what I would classify it as. But hey,
Have you ever eaten passion fruit?
no, I've only ever drank it.
It's kind of a pain in the butt because there's seeds all over.
I don't even know what it is. I wouldn't even be able to point one out if I actually looked at it.
It's a little bulb.
Like a fig?
No, the seeds are bigger.
Oh.
You could like chew on them if you wanted to. They're not the best thing.
See, I'm gonna go back to the mosaic here. This thing's, as my buddy Neil says, the bomb.com.
Like the bomb bust.
Oh, just the bomb.com. That's what he says. I don't know what it means, but it's Neil.
I'm trying to think of like .com businesses that went under really quickly.
Oh, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, I can't remember them because they went up really quick and then just disappeared. So there's some updates about Final Draft.
Yeah, we started doing bingo on at 6 o'clock on Tuesday nights. And you start out with just one board if you want to play, but if you buy drinks and food, you get additional boards, and there's prizes and stuff that we give away. And we also are doing it because we're technically a restaurant, so we're family friendly, so we allow kids in. So during the bingo, the kids get to play, and we have a whole separate prize stack. So if the kid wins the bingo, they'll get a prize, but we'll keep playing that game until an adult wins and they get other stuff. So this will be coming up on our 3rd week of it. So if you're into bingo or you just want something to do on a Tuesday night, come on down.
Yeah, especially with your kids. I mean, if they like to win like little prizes, or if they just want to hang out with them and still have a beer, it's a great place to go to.
And then this Friday, it's 5 o'clock. We're actually going to be having on our projector wall the showing of one of our business partner and friends, Carolina Kitchen Barbecue here in Sparks. They're going to be on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives on the Food Network. We have some swag gear that they brought in that we're going to give away. Carolina won't be in the house. They were originally going to do it, but they had a big enough request at their own place that they are going to do their own showing, but we're still going to show it on the big screen.
And if you haven't been to that place, you go as a watch,
or
you could go and get the
they're
food.
worth going to go get some food. He does all his brisket with Wagyu beef.
What's street? Glendale? No, it's not Glendale.
It's Glendale and across from Matheson Gas. That's the best way I can describe it. I can't remember what the street names are.
It's kind of hidden a little bit. It's kind of hard to find.
Right next door to Miller's Jackets. If you're in the Reno Sparks area and you know where that is. We have Clay and Cherie Cobb over there at Carolina Kitchen do wondrous, great stuff. That's actually where we get our barbecue sauce for our barbecue sandwiches from them.
The Moonshine sauce?
Yeah, so that's worth checking out. And then also next Saturday, starting at 11, from 11 to 11, is our 1-year anniversary party. We're going to have an extended draft list of up to 30 taps. Coney Dogs are going to be here playing live music. We're going to have hourly raffles, free cake, food specials, and stuff like that. So it should be a pretty good party. We'll be here all day long, so come on down for that.
Yeah, especially if you've been here since the beginning. I mean, the inception, you guys changed a lot.
It has. It's a far cry from what it originally started at. And then that's also Veterans Day weekend, so if you're a veteran, come on down.
Veterans Day weekend?
Yep. That's we got specials going on as far as that goes. Come down and be able to prove to us a veteran. Don't be that guy that comes down and be like, oh yeah, I was a veteran, and then
oh gosh.
Yeah. I'm not saying we're gonna ask for a DD-214, but be able to do something like that, and we'll get you a plan, we'll get you hooked up, and it's a good time. We like to show our support and respect for that kind of stuff. So that's what this week looks like. So yeah, we got a bunch of events going on in November. So if you guys follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Are we doing Blackout Friday?
Go check those out. Yeah, Blackout Friday's coming up. That's going to be on Black Friday. We're going to put about 10 or 12 big, heavy hidden barrel stouts up on the board
for that Black Friday.
Yeah. So you can look at it 2 ways. We black out half the board, or you just drink till you black out. So either way, what you want to call it is Blackout Friday.
If you don't want to go shopping that day, it's probably a good place to go. Or after you go shopping because you vented and you try to get that TV you really wanted to, but someone punched you and you ran you over. So
those are some of the events that are coming up. We got a few other things on the calendar, so you go check those out. But yeah, we'd definitely like to see everybody down here for the Carolina Kitchen viewing and for our 1-year anniversary party on Saturday.
Yeah.
So come on down.
Yeah, come on down, have a good time. No Mondays anymore, right?
Yeah, we are closing on Mondays. Just kind of help us, get our administrative stuff done and preps done and things like that in order to get us where we can focus a lot better on the other parts of the week. So yeah, don't come in on Mondays anymore. We are closing on those days, but we are open every other day. And like I said, these great beers are for sale in the fridge over there. We've had them now for about a month. So Abomination is really worth checking out, and those are the events that you guys need to come down for.
And if you want some Moonraker, there's still some cans of Moonraker.
There's a few left. We do have one keg of it going on our birthday party next Saturday, so there will be Moonraker the Creature on. And then for Blackout Friday, I have one very, very special beer. I'm not going to allude what it is, but let's just say I've had the beer before, but I've never had it in the way it's done, and I'm really excited to have this.
I know what it is.
It's true. He saw it, but
he took a picture.
It's going to be pretty awesome. So, yeah, come on down, hang out.
If you guys have any questions, just let us know. Come on to the Final Draft. There's a bunch of things going on, obviously. If you haven't been to Carolina Kitchen and you live in Reno, then you definitely should eventually.
Absolutely.
Because it might get a little crowded after that viewing.
Yeah, pretty much. I think by next Saturday they're going to be one of the hottest places in town. So
yeah,
but it's pretty hard when you make your brisket out of Wagyu beef. It's pretty darn good eats.
Or when you sell out all of your meat by lunchtime.
It's true.
Which.
Yeah, we tried to go there for dinner once. Didn't work out.
Yeah, no, I did too. Well, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Have a good one, you guys. Bye-bye.